What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay, back at it again, and I already know y'all seen the title. I'm 99.9% sure you already know what glazing is, so without further ado, we just go get right into it. Now, first up on our list of the most glazed characters of all time, gotta be Satoru Gojo off Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, this is an example where not only is he glazed outside the show, but in the show as well. The first time this nigga was born, it was stated that his birth shifted the balance in the Jujutsu world. This man was gifted with
6'3", the strongest, limitless, 6 out of this kid.
This nigga is dead ass a cheat code. That's why they had to ban him. He was doing too much. There is a reason why this man is called the strongest, because it is hammered time and time again that unless your name is Ryomen Sukuna, you are not seeing this man in a one-on-one. Like, this man beat the brakes off of Jogo twice. And keep in mind, Jogo is not a weak character. He is one of the disaster curses, which are a rank of curses that are above regular special grades. Like, they are like that. And this man was getting pummeled by Gojo. In their first fight, Gojo literally told his Uber driver, hey, stop the car real quick, stepped outside, got ran up on by Jogo, and brushed off one of his attacks and said, you see, the reason you can't beat me is because of this. What the fuck? You see that? That's the difference between our motion. Oh, nigga, and he punches this nigga in the stomach and deadass started dogging this man. Like, look at this frame. There is no reason in life why a grown man should be behind you wielding this kick up to your cranium. And it got so bad that he decided to use Jogo, a natural disaster of a curse, as a tutorial for Yuji on how domain expansions work. And guess what? He violated this man again in Shibuya. This man was piecing up Hanami and Lava Head Man with using just basic martial arts. Keep in mind, he didn't even use red or blue or purple, whatever. Because let's be honest, if he did that, the whole area would have been blown up. Thousands would be dead. Like, I kid you not, Jogo was stressing at the thought of even having to hold this man off for 20 minutes just for the sealing plan to work. And honestly, I can't blame him. Gojo is a monster. So much so that when they heard that he got sealed, niggas' dads lost hope. Like, look at this.
If it's true that Gojo's been sealed, then it's over forever.
And guess what? The glaze for this man doesn't stop there. Because I kid you not, anytime another sorcerer is introduced to the story, they have to glaze Gojo in some way.
With his innate sense for frame beats and time, now Vito Zenin has managed to become the fastest sorcerer. Aside from
Satoru Gojo, of course.
Like, dog, he's not even here, and yet they are still glazing this nigga. Like, so boing, get the dick out your mouth. And while we're on the topic of niggas getting glazed, we gotta talk about Kakashi off Naruto. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Kakashi, that's my twin, that's my guy, one of my favorite characters in the whole show. But I ain't gonna lie, this man gets way too much praise. I get it, this man was working in the Anbu Black Ops, captain of the whole squad when he was 13 years old. Went on God knows how many dangerous missions. And yes, we get it, he's strong, but the way niggas was talking about him, you would have thought that this nigga was like Madara. Because I kid you not, every time this man's introduced, the villain gotta be like, ah, Kakashi of the Sharingan. Like, dog, that's not even his. I know Obito somewhere mad as fuck every time this man gets introduced, probably sitting on the sideline like these.
He copied my whole fucking flow, word for word, bar for bar.
And this happens throughout the whole show. No matter what part of Naruto this is, this man is getting glazed. Here's the thing, it makes sense for Jonin, you know, other high-ranked ninjas to know about Kakashi, but please tell me why the god of shinobi, Hagoromo, knows who this nigga is.
Person who could perform such godlike actions.
You're Kakashi Hatake.
Isn't that right? Yes, sir.
And it's not even like he said, oh yes, you're Kakashi. No, he said Kakashi Hatake. He said the full government. Like, this nigga has to be nerfed. And while we're on the topic of more characters getting glazed, we gotta talk about Batman. As much as I mess with Batman, he's my second favorite superhero. I'm not even gonna lie. The way y'all fans be gassing this man up is dead ass absurd. Talking about some, if Batman had prep time. Like, listen. I'm gonna let y'all in a secret. Prep time does not mean winning. Because if I give Batman as much prep prep time against Doomsday or Thanos. He's not winning that matchup. Because I think niggas be forgetting that Batman is a normal, regular human. Yes, I know he can probably rep out 1,000 pounds. Yes, I know that he has a 200 IQ. But y'all gotta understand, he is in a universe with niggas like Superman who can basically do everything. And this leads me into why I hate Batman vs Superman in almost any iteration, because not only does it not really make sense for these two to be fighting, like yes, they have their differences in viewpoints and worldview, but at the same time they are both almost always on the same page when it comes to what needs to be done. Because guess what, they are heroes at the end of the day, and it's way better to see them work together than for them to fight against each other. Secondly, anytime Batman tries to punch Superman, his wrist should break. I don't know why that's a controversial take, but I'm just keeping it real. You telling me a nigga who can survive a molten lava, the vacuum of space, and getting hit through multiple buildings gets hurt by a punch from a regular human? Like, nah, that shit just don't make sense. And you know what I blame for this Batman glaze? The animated shows. Now, as much as I love Batman Brave and the Bold and Justice League Unlimited, I ain't gonna lie, they gave this man way too much weight. There is no reason why this nigga Batman, as a regular human, should be able to dodge an Omega beam from Darkseid not once but twice. And even worse than that, this nigga ran an ISO with this man and got a clean hit off. How? This man regularly fades Superman on the regular, and you want to convince me that he is getting clocked by Batman? Yeah, alright. And niggas gonna tell me, but Batman has no powers, but Batman has no powers. Then look at this. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga got powers, bro. Like, that nigga Batman got powers. There is no way that this man is just a regular human. I don't know what them boys be doing in Tibet where they have all these special abilities and techniques, but yeah, that nigga Batman is not human. And while we're at it, let's talk about my glorious king Goku. Now, Goku is my dog, my nigga, my inspiration, the GOAT, the best protagonist in all of anime. No one even comes close for real. But when I tell you that this nigga be getting glazed up and down by the Dragon Ball community, it is deadass ridiculous. And yes, I know I am a hypocrite. I made an entire video praising this man, but even for me, it gets to a point. Like, niggas can literally be having a discussion about which anime is better, which two main characters could beat each other, and then a Dragon Ball fan will teleport out of nowhere and say, but can he beat Goku though? No, nigga, but that's not the point. Like, I swear, Dragon Ball fans will retaliate with any type of disrespect or grievance against their own show by just saying your MC can't be Goku. And yes, I know it is a joke, and I ain't gonna lie, I've definitely played into it before, but it gets to a certain point. Like, Dragon Ball Power Scales will spend hours of their day writing essays and comments talking about, but Goku can do this, Goku could do that. Nigga, how about you go get a job? Go get a job. Like, I'm crying. Niggas spend more time debating if Goku could be Superman versus doing their homework. No wonder y'all niggas is failing y'all classes. And it's not even just from the outside alone, it's from the characters in the show. My dog Goku had grown ass men on the ground screaming, Goku, where are you? We need you. Like, nigga, ain't you 30? Like, I walk with Fetty Krill, but this man was saying Goku's name more than Chi-Chi when my dog was going Super Saiyan on them Doonies. I'm sick. But nah, while on the topic of this, we gotta talk about my nigga LeBron, bro. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'll rock with LeBron, the GOAT of all basketball, the highest points scored in the NBA history. And while we're at it, bring my nigga Jordan in here too. He was a GOAT. But when I tell you that both these two GOATs get glazed to no end, like, I have seen a clip where another grown man stated that if LeBron was the captain of the Titanic, the ship would not have sunk.
If he was a sea captain, and he was in control of the Titanic, it would have never hit the iceberg.
Like, goddamn, nigga, double hands with extra spit, not even cutting up for air. Like, come on, bro. Like, what you mean this ship wouldn't have sunk? This nigga's a basketball player. He's not a shipwright. What are you talking about, bro? And while we're on the topic, we gotta talk about this man, Jordan. I have seen interviews where, I kid you not, they were calling this man Black Jesus. Yes, I kid you not, they were calling another grown-ass man a god. just because how he was moving on the court. Like, yes, I get it. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. But goddamn, is Black Jesus not going too far? Like, that's like me watching the late 2000s Patriots, watching Tom Brady throw the ball in the end zone, make a touchdown. I'd be like, oh, that's white Jesus right there. I ought to smack the dog shit out of you for saying something that stupid. Like, what are we talking about? And while we're talking about the glaze epidemic that's going on, we gotta talk about characters that don't deserve the praise that they get. Cause yes, Gojo, Goku, LeBron, all these characters get praised to no end, but they have feats, statements, and footage that supports them getting praised to that level. Goku taking a death beam from Frieza and leaning up aura farming. Gojo fighting a 3v1 against Ryomen Sukuna and putting up wilt numbers is tough. Sung Jingu pulling up to the island, boxing the strongest nigga there and doing him like these, tough. But there are characters who get this level of praise and don't deserve it. Like, I'm looking at you, Isaac Newton. I swear every math/science teacher is constantly praising this man, talking about, oh yeah, he's the father of all science. He's the reason why we know the understanding of the universe today. Like, this man's first law is an object is at rest and will stay at rest until it is acted upon it by another object. Duh, nigga. Like, yes, if I jump up into the sky, I'm gonna come back down. That's how gravity works, nigga. Like, you telling me this nigga's never thrown an object? And I don't like how math teachers be acting like this man is a super megalo genius for saying something like, oh yes, with every force comes an equal opposite force. No, duh, nigga. Like, if I try to kick a dog, it's gonna bite me. That's the equal opposite force. If I punch concrete, the concrete's gonna punch me back. Niggas act like this man is Lelouch for coming up with the most basic laws known to man. And next on the chopping block is Dracula Mihawk. Yes, I'm looking at you, nigga. You're telling me that this man fought Shanks and they were supposedly equals and he's, you know, the black swordsman. He got all this aura, but I have not seen this nigga in over 25 years of this show fight someone in a one-on-one. And guess what? When he did, he was getting stalemated by Vista. Like, all this nigga did in Marineford was aura farm, get stalled by Vista, and then run away from Shanks. And even when this man joined the Cross Guild, he was like, do we have to fight the other Yonko? Yes, nigga. I thought you were bored of sitting on your island all day. But I guess that's what frauds do. Nigga's so scared of the smoke, he talk about some, oh, I don't want to fight no one-armed has-been. Nigga, we see your boots shaking. You're scared, gang. The paint is dripping off the sword. Go back to Home Depot, nigga. This man is getting hard carried by that, the world's strongest swordsman. He has a 3.5 billion berry bounty. Because he's the world's strongest swordsman and Shanks is a sword user, he's stronger than Shanks. Yeah, the same way Kaido was the world's strongest creature and didn't catch a single body of the scabbards, the same way that this nigga Kaido throughout the whole raid of Onigashima didn't kill anybody. King of the Beast, Kaido. If it's a fade on fade, always bet on Kaido. Whether it be in the land, sea, or in the air, he's known to have the most motion alive, but yet this nigga couldn't kill Kinemon. I swear, there are so many frauds at One Piece, but we're gonna talk about that at a different time. And before we wrap up this video, we gotta mention individuals that actually deserve the praise that they get. First up, we gotta talk about my nigga Michael Jackson. Now, obviously, since I'm 17 years old, I was not around for this man back when he was in his prime. I definitely gotta check out some more of this man's music because he's tough. But with that being said, for what I know, Michael Jackson is the closest thing to him we will ever have. This man had so much aura that people were getting knocked out at his concert. Yes, this is the first nigga to actually have Conqueror's Hockey on camera. And when he performed at the Super Bowl, he was doing the most. This man started off his 10-minute performance. Keep in mind, that's all the time he has. He jumped out from under the stage. I don't even want to know who he's feeling like. And after spending 2 minutes just showing the drip, this nigga spent another 2 minutes taking off his glasses. Yes, I kid you not. This nigga wasted 40% of his time just aura farming. And guess what? The crowd was eating this shit up. And that just shows you how much motion this man had. If this was anybody else, they would have gotten hit with the boo, tomato, 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 get off the stage. But because it's Michael Jackson, they just gonna have to let it slide. Another character like this is Yujiro. Now, yes, does this man get glazed? Absolutely. Some of the matchups this man be getting put in is downright ridiculous. But with that being said, this nigga within his own show is like that. This man can basically walk around, do whatever he wants, and no one's gonna check him for it. There is a reason why he's called the world's strongest creature. No, not human, not person, creature. Because this nigga is a monster. And in the same vein, we gotta mention Kratos. This man murks, I don't even want to know how many gods. And Deadass has some of the coldest edits I done ever seen.
There he is. There's a fierce warrior, a killer, man.
That boy tough as hell. But yeah, that's about the end of this video. So to my Jays There channel, follow me on my socials. Thank y'all for watching. We moving.